and you had to put the yellow thing in the
What
in the
the fuck
in,
is he
in the
talking?
record
Let's see.
just so it could fit. You know what I mean? And the records was little. It's smaller than this ring, like little records. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
Baby records. I don't know what the fuck they called them shits. Baby records?
Nah.
No, nigga, look. Them
What are you
shits,
talking?
look.
What?
Look right there.
This joint?
It didn't look like that, but that's it. Those is little records. Like, those ain't like
Was your
normal
joint like
size
this?
records. Nah, it didn't
You
look
had an
like
old
that.
school joint. Yeah, this one
Go to
here.
like the 70s somewhere. That shit probably way
That's
older.
that's
You
the
going
one.
back to the 60s.
Nah, nigga, this your era,
I ain't
nigga.
even see one of those. That's a fancy one.
Nah, I
I
didn't.
had one for kids. It was like for kids, so it wasn't even. It was, trust me. It just put the record on it and that's it. And had to put the little yellow thing in between. I
See,
don't know what
yeah, I
those
don't.
things was called.
I don't
Like,
know what you talking about,
so you
man.
could put the record on there.
I've
Cause
never used the
I don't
record
know why
player.
they did that dumb shit. Cause the record, look, the hole on the record this big, but you got to put it on that little
Oh,
thing
the little
for it to
needle.
spin
Yeah,
around. So it was this extra piece you had to put, and it was always yellow.
well,
And
look,
I don't know what them shits is called.
they got this new piece.
No,
No, this right
that's a
here.
regular size
No, no,
record.
no. This is pretty cool. So
Oh,
this
there's some new shit.
that little box you see right there,
Uh huh.
you just set that box on the record and it plays from there.
It'll make the record go around. You
No,
can
it
set it
that
on
goes around the record. So you can set the record on the table,
the table and just.
and you can put that little
Yo,
box
that's
as
fly.
the needle, and it has speakers on it.
That's fly.
So yeah, you can upgrade. You ain't gotta stick to your old era, man.
I ain't sticking to none of that.
You
Nigga, I
don't have a
got
record player?
Bluetooth. I got a fucking speaker that got Bluetooth on it. I don't.
You should get a record player,
I don't
man.
own not one record. Nigga, what are you
You
talking
gotta
about?
embrace your era, man. You gotta get you a record player, man.
Look at those cassette tapes. Them shits is bringing back dumb
Wait,
memories
so
right
all right,
now.
so wait, introduce the podcast real quick so you can get started. All right, we on.
What Biggie say? I let my tape pop. What you say?
Introduce the podcast real quick. We
Yo,
already going.
yo,
So.
yo, check this out. Don't Ask Podcast. We in the building. Now turn her.
AKA Keith.
Ow.
All right, so we was talking about record. We was actually talking about keeping up with the Joneses a little before the show started. So what was the first record you bought? Well, not that you bought, that you
Well, I
had.
didn't
Yeah,
buy shit at that age, but I think it was a Michael Jackson record, and
the Jackson
I
Five.
don't know what record it was, but it was definitely Jackson 5. It was that enjoy yourself,
Never heard
enjoy
Jackson 5,
yourself
man.
for me. Enjoy. Yeah, I think it was like the single, nigga. Man, I had some other song on there, but I just remember playing that shit back to back to back to back. You know what I mean?
Nah, I ain't never.
But it was definitely the Jackson 5. I had my own little record player. And somebody tell me what was that yellow piece called? I'm trying to explain to this
It
dude,
wasn't
man,
the
this
needle though,
youngster.
right?
It's this yellow piece. It's like a circular, yellow circular piece that you gotta put in the middle of the record to play the record. You know what I mean? Because it don't fit on your record. It's hard to explain. I don't know what them shits was called, but I do remember that. And the records was small. It's not like the tradition. Those is it? Hold on, that yellow. You
This
see, there it is.
this
There,
thing.
that right there. You got to put that in the
Okay,
record to play
I
the
don't
record.
know
I
what.
don't know
I
what
thought
them
this was
shit's
a
called. What
logo,
it say it's called? What that shit say it's called?
What is this?
I
It's an
swear to you.
RPM 7-inch vinyl. It's an adapter.
Adapter.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I guess that's
Okay,
what
so
that makes sense.
I've only, you know, it's so crazy, but this is
Because you couldn't just put the record on that record player and just play it.
I
You have
didn't
to
know
put
that.
that in the middle of it.
Maybe
You
so
know
it
what I'm
doesn't
saying?
scratch, maybe or rub or something.
I
Like,
don't
stay
know why,
balanced.
because you could have just made the record for it could fit on that little, you know what I mean? I don't know why. I don't know what was the science behind that. I'm pretty sure it was a whole
I've
thought
always thought
behind
this
it, a
was
whole
a
science
logo.
behind it. Huh? Nah, that was your little plastic piece that you put in the middle of the record for it to play the record. You know what I'm saying? I see now, I know, I understand them shits is called the adapter. You know what I'm saying?
What was the first tape you remember buying? What was your first cassette tape? Because that's the era you were actually buying music, right? You buying music, it's cassette tapes.
Damn. But I see my era started off where we didn't really go buy the cassette tape. What we would do when that you could record if the radio shit come out.
Oh, I remember
We
that
would
being a
just
kid, man.
record the rap attack. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? DJ Red Alert, whatever they was doing. And I remember that my uncle used to tease me, yo. Every week I would record over that same cassette tape, that same cassette tape, that same cassette tape. And he teased me one day, like, yo, you keep taping over that same tape. It was this one blue tape. I only had that tape. I ain't have like a pack of tapes. So he ran out and got me a pack of tapes. Like, yo, come on, man, what you doing?
So did you made like your
So
own?
that
You
was
was
an
like your own
uncle
DJ.
thing to do, huh?
You was your own DJ, basically.
Yeah, but without DJ equipment, it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
I
That's how.
tape
Yeah.
what the fuck the DJs was playing every Saturday or Sunday or whatever it was, whenever the rap attack came on. And then the next week, I used that same tape and tape it again.
Why were you? So you would just tape it, listen to it all week, and then tape the next. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Basically,
I got you. That's a
listen
cold.
to it
That's
all
a
week
cold era that
and
they
then
only have.
tape over it again, listen to it that week. That's how you got caught up with what was going on. You know what I mean?
So it was only. I ain't trying to make you sound old and shit, but so they
You
only
know,
play rap one time a week.
yeah, especially
'Cause
when rap
it's not
first
mainstream.
came
Right,
out,
right, right.
that shit was hard. You had to, it had its own. They ain't never really play it on the radio
Wow.
like that. Like you have to have that hour or hour and a half, whatever it was, of rap. There's a couple stations that did it, but it was only at that time. It was like a set time. You ain't just hear rap all day on no radio like you do today. Hell no.
That's crazy.
The rap came from obscurity. It came out, you know what I mean? It built from what it, you know what I mean?
Do you remember your
I'm
first
not,
cassette tape after you got your little money up, after you stopped dubbing?
I don't know what my first one was, but I do know what I could just jump to my head, which one really annoyed my motherfucking mother.
Mhm.
It was Special Ed.
What was the tape?
Nigga named Special Ed. He had a tape. I forgot the name of the tape, but you know you don't have too many tapes, so it's like you play that, play that, play that, play that. Mom Duke yelled down the stairs one day like, "Motherfucker, you play that shit one more time." Yeah,
Is Special Ed from New York?
this is New York shit. Yeah, facts.
I don't
She
know
was like, "You
Special
play
Ed.
that shit one more time, you
Would you have
get
it
the
on
fuck
boombox,
up
nigga?
out
You
of
get
here."
your Radio Raheem on?
Yo, that's another thing I used to do. I used to sit out in the yard. See, my uncle, you know, he was obviously older and he was way more advanced, so he was more hip. He had more hip shit, had a job so he could get shit and all that. So he used to always have these boom boxes. And that's when the time where the boom box shit was popping. Big giant shits with all these lights on it, all crazy. And I used to sit out in the yard and just blast that shit. You know what I'm saying? And the neighbors used to be like, yo, fuck, turn that shit down. But I ain't care because when the kids come down the block or somebody come down the block, they'll start dancing, having a good time. Like, I be that dude. Facts. Boombox was
You talking about this one?
official. I ain't gonna say I was Radio Raheem. Like, I went everywhere with my shit. Like, I wasn't that dude, but
Did you have like the Radio Raheem style boombox?
mm-hmm. Hell
Boombox
yeah,
is
I had a
tough,
couple
man.
of them.
That's
I had a couple of them shits.
that's
Facts.
kind of fucked up to walk around with one of these though.
Nah, it's like I don't know how to explain it, man. It's just walking around with your own party, and everybody want to party, so you the man. You know what I'm saying? And plus, everybody didn't really have one. Like it was, them shits wasn't cheap. Like you know what I mean? If you especially. Or if somebody else had one, your shit was iller, then it's gonna be louder than theirs, so you gonna be iller. Like whatever was the loudest one was the illest one. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So you can have one,
So
but if it ain't louder than this nigga shit, you might as well turn your shit off.
so
You can't hear your shit.
that scene in was that Do the Right Thing with Radio
When he
Raheem?
came and turned his radio up,
Yeah.
facts. Nigga, I've been at a party before. I'm talking about professional speakers out at a little backyard party, whatever, whatever. This is in the 80s or whatever, and a Cherokee Jeep, yo. I'll never forget this shit. It pulled up to the gate of the neighboring yard. backed that Jeep up to the gate, popped the trunk, turned his shit on. Now, mind you, this is a fucking car.
Right.
The old school box Cherokee Jeep
I
shit
remember
from
that.
back when they
My
first
granddaddy
came
had
out,
one.
like
Yeah.
official. He turned that shit on, shut the party down. Like the nigga, the party had to turn their music down. Now,
Oh
mind,
shit.
it's a backyard party, got speakers up, da da da.
Right.
They tried, but he backed. I don't know what the fuck to this day he had in that fucking Jeep, yo. That shit said whoom, whoom,
That'd be a dope
and it
era,
was that
man.
Rakim shit. It was that Rakim shit. I'll never forget that shit. I'll
You know
never
the dude
forget
name?
that. Huh?
You didn't know his name?
I mean, it was some older guy from the neighborhood.
That
Like
sounds like
I
some
didn't,
childhood
I
legendary
probably knew,
shit.
yeah, and I probably eventually knew his name, but I never knew him.
That's
But
dope.
I was a kid. I was really like dumb young. So that was even he might have only been 23. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's how young I was. So to me, it looked like a grown man. Like you know what I mean? So ain't no telling how old he was. But I know I never forget that Jeep. And that was definitely like that Rakim first album type shit. The shit was lit.
You don't remember the first tape you bought, cassette, or the first tape you remember bumping,
Well, that and
like
then Big
nonstop?
Daddy Kane. I remember having Big Daddy Kane tape. I remember. Okay, this is one of the the two illest tapes, and I'm gonna come to the West Coast on the second
Oh, here
one.
we go,
I'm
y'all.
coming to the West Coast on the second tape. I swear to you. The first one was fucking Slick Rick, Adventures of Slick Rick.
Okay.
I never forget. I'm walking home from school, cutting through the grass. I look down. It's a white tape. Adventures of Slick Rick. If niggas really on point, they understand that shit is a white tape. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you
So I
found it?
look down, like a beige, just white kind of tape, like not like white, bright white, but niggas understand. But I look like, oh shit, I picked it up. Adventures of Slick Rick. Mind you, I don't even think I had really even knew who the cat was for real, for real. I took that shit home. Nigga changed my life, bro. Adventures of Slick Rick,
I
Slick
never
Rick.
heard it.
Like when that shit first came out, like I just wasn't hit at that point, but it was brand new, fresh. Somebody dropped I know somebody was upset behind
Oh,
that.
I'm sure they was.
And another tape situation I remember was fucking Doggy Style, bro.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
Doggy Style.
Legendary.
And I ain't even gonna lie, I did some foul shit to get it. My homegirl, I'm in the car with her, we chilling and shit. And I wasn't even really hip to that when it really first dropped, but she was like, listen to this. So as she driving me somewhere, and I'm listening. I'm like, oh, this shit is fly. Yo, this shit is fly. So then she put something else in, and she put that tape down like in her little console. Nigga, I slipped that right hand over like this, and like
Did you get the
I'm
case
just
too,
borrowing
or
this.
the?
Nah, fucking case, nigga. I'm in the jukes. I'm pulling the jukes, nigga. I don't care about the case or the names of the songs and all that. Who produced what? I got the tape, nigga. That's all I need. And I ain't gonna lie, Mona, I stole your Doggy Style tape. What was that, like 94, some
Yep.
shit like that, 93, 94. My bad. I know you was looking for that motherfucker the next day when you went to bump it, but
She was probably crispy about
I
that.
know this shit was
Motherfucker.
dumb years ago. But yeah, that was me, ma. You know what I mean?
I would have been hot
I
about
got
that too.
you.
And I know she had probably told somebody too.
I
Like
know
I
she
just
was
got the
hot.
doggy style.
I know she was hot.
Yeah.
That's it right there. I know she was hot.
Yeah, that was a cold album. I think the
Nah, that shit just because I didn't respect anything that came out the West Coast before that. You know what I'm saying?
So you on the East Coast when you heard this?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Of
Oh, okay,
course I
okay.
was.
Yeah.
Of course I was on the East Coast when that shit came out. Are you kidding me? I was still a kid, like coming up, like on some. I think Snoop. I don't know, he's just a couple years older than me.
Oh yeah, I've never even seen
But
this album cover.
that's the Slick Rick joint right there.
I've never seen this before.
Did they see the picture of the tape though? Cause I swear it's like a white type of tape. I know I'm
Let me
not
see.
tripping. It ain't clear like the Doggy Style shit you just showed me. It's caught that shit on the
Yep.
ground coming
Yep.
from school. Bam! Woo! I told you.
Yep.
I knew I wasn't tripping. It was like an white kind
Yep.
of tape. And I was walking through the ground. I looked, I was like, yo, what's this? I picked up
That's
Slick Rich.
that's
Adventures of Slick Rick. I took that shit home, changed my life, B.
That's a
I
good movie
told you it
moment,
was a
man.
white tape.
That's a good movie moment.
Hmm?
I said that's a good movie moment to find a Slick Rick tape
Nah, I'm
just
telling
laying on
you,
the ground.
that's a true fucking story. I was crossing the grass from school, knowing I wasn't supposed to be crossing the grass, but I'm being lazy. Had a long day at school. You know what I mean? Cross the grass, and I see this shit in the grass. Roosevelt Junior Senior High School in Long
That's
Island,
his first
New
project.
York. Huh?
This is his first project.
That was his first album, his first project. Yes, yes,
Damn.
yes.
So
Definitely.
how did you guys kind of hear about the new artist then if there wasn't like no mainstream radio station? Obviously ain't running commercials and shit. But
Underground shit. You
parties and
had
shit.
like the video music box type shit, the juke,
Okay.
the you know, the Ralph McDaniels, and then you just had all kind of under like those radio stations. Like I just said, they was only probably like once a week, maybe a Saturday and a Sunday. But that's where you get all your information from. That's where everything dropped. Everything was. You gotta understand, it was definitely still more newer than it is now. You know what I'm saying? So it was still mainstream motherfuckers wasn't playing that shit. But they started giving it its hour and a half a week or something like that. And then it may have two different stations that did that. So you're getting a good 2.5, 3 hours a week of what's popping, what's going on. And then they had the videos, the underground video, music videos joints that then you understood fashion and what niggas was wearing and the music video was definitely important in shaping that whole culture for sure.
What was the
For sure.
first what was the first music video you remember that kind of influenced you, or that you thought was just a cold
I
video?
mean, the first music video that I popped in my head that made any impact that niggas ran in the crib to really seeing all that and went crazy wasn't even hip hop. It was Thriller, nigga.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Nigga, I was gonna say mine was
It's
Bad.
fucking Thriller. You know what I'm
Bad is the
saying?
first video I remember.
Oh, by bad, then
Yeah,
it
that was
was
the first one I
already,
remember.
but Thriller,
But
man,
that shit was like
listen.
a movie though, right? It was like
Yeah,
it came out
like
of
what?
theaters. Yeah,
Like that shit was definitely more than a video, but it was just a video. You know what I'm saying? But it was more than a video. I don't
like
know
a
how
bad
they
motherfucker
amped
for
it.
that.
I was at an age where I was just most impressionable, whatever the case may be, but that shit was lit to me at the time. You know what I'm
Did you
saying?
get the red jacket and shit after that?
Nah, I wasn't that dude. I
You didn't get
wasn't
the
that
red
dude that
jacket.
had the jacket with the buttons on it and did all that extra shit. Nah, nah. I ain't go there, but I fucked with Mike. Mike was my dude.
You fuck with Mike more than Prince? I know, right?
Yo, that's fucking hard,
I know,
bro.
right?
Cause they both made like an equal impact but different. You know what I'm saying? It was an equal impact but different. I remember cutting school one time, and I'm gonna blow her up, Lashia. Her name was Lashia Gardner. She performed that skit from the movie when the nigga was crawling around on the floor talking about come back, Mickey, come back
Who?
from Purple Rain.
Oh yeah.
She performed that whole skit
Oh
on the
shit.
floor, doing all that shit and
Oh,
everything. I'm
that's my
sitting on the
favorite scene
couch like,
from the theater. Yeah,
yeah,
that nigga
when
was elevating off
Apollonia
the
was
ground and shit.
leaving,
Yeah,
yeah, he was like,
yeah,
come back, Mickey, come back.
yeah.
She did all that shit, yo, on the floor. I never forget as we all about the same age, but I just felt like a little kid watching a grown woman like on some real shit. I never forget that shit. We all playing hooky from school and we was just at this crib and she just did that shit. I was like,
Was the movie playing or something or she was just like check this shit out?
I don't even remember if it was
She
playing.
sang the song and everything.
It came up somehow. Maybe the video was
Right.
playing somehow.
That's deep.
It came up somehow, and she just jumped on the floor and performed that shit. I never forget, yo. I never.
That's my
forget
favorite
that
scene
shit.
from the movie, so I know
Nah,
exactly what you're
that
talking
shit,
about.
That shit fucked me up.
That
Like,
nigga laid on the ground. That nigga started elevating his whole body and shit. I said, this
we
nigga's
never humped,
crazy.
but I was in love with her.
That'll do it, nigga.
After that, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah,
never
that'll do
got
it
a
to
check.
you.
Shout out to my boy Leroy Ryans. I'm just throwing niggas' names out there, but whatever, nigga.
Yeah,
Everybody got 100 kids and went on with their life right now.
that's what's up.
Lashia is not the same Lashia.
I remember, I think the first cassette tape I bought was, I don't know how I got it actually, was John B. Cool
Oh
Relax.
shit, I was already doing time when that
Yeah,
nigga came out.
John B. Cool Relax was my first
Oh,
cassette
I
tape.
was already up north, nigga.
I was so
On
so
my way
you
to commissary or
you
some
missed
shit.
you probably missed the whole video era when niggas was recording music videos.
Well, I mean, we caught little videos depending on where you at
No, I'm
in the
saying, but you
penitentiary.
didn't like it was an era where people were recording music videos, like how they recorded
Oh, I
cassette
miss
tapes.
a very,
Yeah,
very important and cool era. Like I always tell people, I wasn't there for Pac or Biggie's upbringing or death. Them niggas both came out, became stars, and died all before I came home. You know what I'm saying?
that's crazy.
Like I missed the important
That's
like
crazy.
official era, yo. And all that bad boy shit that was going on, East Coast, West Coast beef shit and all that. I wasn't home. I was locked the fuck up for all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I missed like a cool era. Not to say that that violence type shit and all that is cool, but I'm just saying it was definitely a cool era that early to mid 90 type. You know what I mean? Going into 2000. I came home in 2000,
Damn,
so I missed a
what
lot
was
of that
poppin'
shit.
2000. Well, at least she seen the Lakers start winning, nigga.
Huh?
You came home right when the Lakers started winning.
Well, I think I was here when the Lakers in the
Yeah,
Boston
2000.
series
Yeah,
and all that
2000.
shit.
That's
I
when they
was
started
already
going
here
up.
by then, I think.
That's when they
No,
started.
then I wasn't. I ain't come here to 2002. So
Okay,
I was
okay.
home, but I wasn't here. But I was here when they was still doing their thing when I came here. Um,
Did you? I know you're not a sports fan, but did you get into sports a little bit when Kobe and Shaq was doing their thing? Being that you was in L.A.
I'm more of a fan of the drama
I get that.
of the wins and losses or who beat who and who did what. I'm more of a fan of ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Like I watch some of the game, but then I watch ESPN all day. Like I like the drama of who won and why they won and the strategic part
The
about it. Like
storyline. You
yeah,
need the
like
storyline to it.
yeah, like that's what I'm intrigued about more than just sitting there watching the game. But I know it all goes together. But whatever, that's what I enjoy.
You didn't get into the Magic and Bird shit. That was pretty dramatic.
Well, I
Like that was a
was
good.
young then and wasn't really giving a fuck about
That's
watching
fucked up.
sports. Just like how I look at my son, and he like, I don't watch sports. I don't. I'm like,
That's
I,
crazy because
I
he growing up in a
understand.
Steph Curry era. That's crazy.
I understand.
That's
But
good
it
though.
don't matter.
That's
You know what I'm
good.
saying? It's like I
Good.
saying I grew up in the Lawrence Taylor era, and I didn't. I sat there on Sundays, watch football with my dad. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
What about boxing?
What are they doing? Why does nigga keep going up the middle? Why don't you gonna just go around like that or something? It just didn't make sense to me. It does now, but
Right. What about
so
boxing? You didn't get into boxing?
I haven't been into boxing since Tyson.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like, yeah.
remember running in that. Yes,
Yeah,
well, that
I was
was
thinking
just
like,
as
yeah.
exciting as that Thriller video.
Yeah, that
Tyson
motherfucker.
fights.
Yeah.
I could remember niggas out there playing,
Damn.
doing whatever they doing. Oh, the fight coming on, and everybody running home.
I forget he
What?
from New York. How was New
Never
York?
get that feeling ever in my life again about boxing. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Who's fighting? Whoever these new niggas is, I don't know.
How was it? You know what? What do you think it is about the '90s? Because I feel like in every category you have like that pinnacle of whatever it is, even music, theater, boxing, football. Like when you think of the greats of the greats, it often revolves around the '90s.
I don't know. And I don't want it to sound like just because that was my era that's what because
Right.
I think we had that conversation before. Like I believe you are a product of your environment. What was going on around you, what you want to most like and most be attracted to, most want to be like, most want to assimilate, or you know what I mean. It's just that's just how it is. I kind of get that. So I don't want to go there to say like, oh, that was the greatest era, fuck every other era and all that. But it was dear to me. You know what I'm saying? It was
Right.
dear to me. I had a good time. It was fly to me. It was funky fresh to me. It
You
was
said
it was
funky
dope.
fresh. I've
It
never
was
heard
whatever
that word
all the
used.
slang you want to go. You know what I mean? It was
I,
funky, like it was. You know what I'm saying? So I. It just is what it is,
funky,
man. I gotta respect what's
funky
going on
fresh.
now. Now, yeah, it was
I've ne-
funky
I've
fresh.
never heard
nigga.
that in a
That
sentence
shit was
before.
funky fresh, bro. Know what
I
I'm
now
saying?
actually understand the context in which it was used because before I was like funky
You
fresh.
like, what are
The
you
fuck
talking
is
about?
that?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, I'm going through eras of,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's.
saying? We go back to Jive Turkey. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is Jive Turkeys, nigga.
Does your son use
You
any
could go all the way up to fuck boy.
and
You
did your
know what I'm
son use
saying?
any
He's a fuck
slang
boy.
that you hear and you like, what the fuck?
No, because I think I'm starting to rub off on what, like I said, a product of what you
Right,
hear,
right.
what you
Keep
around.
playing that
So
Wu
he
Tang.
try to say, yeah, he try to talk like me. You know what I'm saying? So but yeah, that's just what it is. So some of those questions is hard to answer. Where when you are truly a part, I could see if you just slept walk through that era, but no, I was truly a part of
Right,
it. Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? It got me in trouble. It got me money. It got me this. It got me a girl. I was truly a part of that culture. You know what I'm saying? So I can't pick another culture. That shit is just hard because at some point you burn out with even giving a fuck about what's hot and what's new and what's popping. Like, it's like, nigga, that's what's popping? Oh, okay. Oh, I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's how you supposed to wear your shit? Oh, I ain't know.
Do
You know what
you
I'm
think
saying?
everything seems to come in a circle? Like skinny jeans was some old shit before, and it came back. What fashion style do you feel like can never ever make a comeback? That you
Oh,
just think was
bell
just
bottom jeans for dudes, but I see it's coming.
that's what I'm
You
saying,
see
nigga.
that shit,
I was gonna say
right?
overalls,
Not bell bottoms, but the
like
whole
flare
pants
out.
is big, type flare out,
Nah,
whatever. I
you
seen a
right,
picture of
you
Justin
right.
Bieber the other day. I was like, this
Yeah,
nigga, what the fuck? I don't know. Like, what the fuck he had on? That
bell
shit was
bottoms.
mad oversized clothes. I think that's what's the new shit that's going on right
Yeah,
now.
my man.
The bigger your clothes is, the I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I don't know.
My man Kyle Kuzma, who used to play for the
Yeah,
Lakers.
that big pink shit on. That's why I said oversized clothes.
I think I hope motherfucking overalls never come back. I wasn't into the overall era. But your man's was bugging with the sweater on. I don't know if this was ever in style.
Nah, I seen that shit. That shit is crazy.
I remember my era is the 2000s, so and I know in the 2000s we wore a lot of
I don't
oversized
know if
shit.
motherfuckers were wearing them big ass t-shirts
Yeah, that's what I'm
though.
saying. We wore
That
the
look like
oversized shit
dresses.
in 2000. So
Yeah,
I like
them
this is
shits was
funny, but
big.
nigga I had a
So yeah,
shirt.
I
My shirt went
can't
past my
talk.
kneecap.
I
Yeah.
just thought about that shit, kind of like no cap.
Did you
The
rock
niggas,
the tall
I
tee?
wasn't. Nah, that wasn't me. That was the kids younger than me at that time that wore those big t-shirts.
Right.
But I remember that.
That was my dress code, man. Tall T-shirt. Actually, had two of them on. You need for whatever reason. Wave cap, Air Forces,
Damn, you sound like a New York
and
nigga
some.
almost. Like,
Nah, we kept the Air Forces out here though. Y'all wear Tims, nigga. We didn't do
no.
Tims out here.
Oh my god.
We don't wear Tims out here, nigga. We
What,
wear
hold on, where you think them shits came from? Who you think
what?
rock?
Y'all wear
Hold
shell,
on,
nigga.
let me
Y'all wear
find out. You the
Adidas.
nigga that you one of them niggas talking about like, yo, it was motherfucking Nelly with the Air Force One songs that
Yes,
made
that's
Air
what happened.
Force Ones
That's what happened.
popping.
I was
You
alive when
one
this
of those
happened. I was
niggas?
alive when this
Oh,
happened.
you one of those
Y'all
niggas.
niggas wore shell
Oh my
toes.
God.
Y'all niggas wore shell toes.
Listen, New York, stand up.
Shell
This nigga
toes
telling me
and
they wasn't
Tims.
called uptowns. The white on white uptowns. Where uptown? Harlem, uptown.
Oh, that's a
What are
good
you
point.
talking
That's a
about?
good. Oh, that's a good point. That's
Way
a good point.
before that Nelly Air Force One song. We what?
That's a good point.
What?
Okay,
Are
he
you
came with some
fucking
facts. He came
kidding
with
me,
some
bro?
facts. I
Yo, that's
never
like
know
a
why they
chick
called it
telling me,
Uptown.
like I was arguing, like, yeah, I'm tired of you Cali niggas. Nah, I swear to you, that's my word. You gonna get me on my New York shit. Yo, check this out. A motherfucker told me, like, Vans is not really associated with Cali. A Cali motherfucker told me that. I looked at him crazy, like, really, they was dead serious. I said, yo, what are
I
you
don't think
talking
anybody else
about?
wears
Cali
Vans.
is not associated with Vans. They don't rep Vans. Oh, when I was going to school, niggas ain't wear Vans. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what they was doing, whatever school
Yeah, he
you was
probably a little
going to,
older.
but
That's
niggas
why.
was
Yeah,
wearing,
yeah.
it came from, then I was like, okay, so where it come from? What code? Skateboard. Okay, skateboard ain't come from Cali, nigga?
Right.
What are you
That's L.A.
talking about?
Right.
They argued with me for fucking months about this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what?
Vans and
So
Chucks is Cali, for
Vans
sure.
and Chucks are always okay, cool. Even though we did wear the Chucks around my way. Dr. J is the fucking master of the Chucks. That nigga's from Roosevelt, Long Island, New York. So whatever. What I'm saying is this, my dude. So you
That's
got
good.
me on
That's
my
good
New
history
York
though.
shit. Like, you know what I mean? Ooh, you know what I
I
mean? Like,
I
I'm
did
trying
not
to get like,
know
yo, check this out.
the Nikes
Yo,
were called the Uptowns.
Uptowns.
I didn't
Those
know
is
that.
called Uptowns, and that was way before
Not so,
give me
yeah.
2 per.
But Nelly set that
Not
motherfucker
pair
off though.
per.
Nelly
The
set that
fuck out of
motherfucker
here.
off. All
This
white,
we was
high
rocking them
tops,
shits
man.
was way before that. Are you kidding?
But y'all didn't make it.
Nigga, we hopped out with the fucking Uptowns with the yellow check, nigga. Are you
Who
kidding
said
me?
that?
Give Jada Kiss.
Oh,
Come on, my
okay,
nigga.
I'm gonna have
You
to listen.
tripping,
I
bro.
didn't know they were called Uptowns. So
They
all
was
this
called
time, I didn't know that.
Uptowns.
I
You
didn't know that's
go in
what
the
y'all was talking
store,
about.
give me a pair of Uptowns. They bring you the white on white Air Force Ones. They call Uptowns.
See, out here we just say, "Yo, let me get the all whites," and we don't say no
Okay,
Uptowns.
well,
I didn't know
all
they was called
whites, whatever,
Uptowns, man.
whatever. But
But we
you
still
say
we don't
you
associate.
go
Hold on.
today to the mall and be like, give me some Uptowns. Nigga gonna come back
Yo,
with those.
yo,
Like, what color you want?
if anybody in the chat room listening, let him listen. That could be a fact.
This
But we
nigga's
don't
bugging
associate
right
New
now.
York with.
I know maybe that
Y'all,
song did its
y'all shell
numbers, but
toes, nigga, and Timberlands, nigga.
I always thought that it should have been a New York nigga to come out with that song, and that was smart of them for them to do that. But we definitely the originators of wearing Air Force Ones, aka Uptowns. Period. I don't give a fuck with any. I don't give a fuck with any motherfucker, any chat line, or what they talking about. Is that's a fact, bro. I put a rack on it.
Okay, so Miss Brand New says in Cali we got hip to it through Nelly, so that's why you hear
No,
that.
I
out
understand
here,
that. Okay, hey, cause you wasn't in New York. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
So
I get it. That makes sense.
Pete
If you
Clemenza
never
says,
been there, you didn't know what we was rocking. But if you really a connoisseur of it, like, then you would have seen it in fashion and videos and shit like that. It's just none of us from New York made a song about it. You know what I mean? We have mentioned about our Air Force Ones or something in the song, but made a song about it? Nah. And that was genius of him to do that.
"Oh, so look, well, you got
I
some
ain't
good
gonna lie.
information here." So Pete's from he's from Detroit. He said Detroit they wore Chucks, and they wore Air Forces. They called them Crispies.
That makes sense.
In New York,
Christmas is they white.
he said in New Orleans they call them G Nikes. Yo,
G Nikes.
I was just hearing a song by some cats from New Orleans, and they kept saying "stomping in my G Nikes," and I had no idea what the fuck he was talking about.
Oh.
But those are Air Force Ones. Thank you for
No,
that.
that's
Nola.
gangster.
Yeah, that's
I'm happy to hear all these
yeah,
different
G-Nikes. I didn't know
terminologies,
that.
but at the end of the day,
Wait, got one more. So Go Young DJ, who he always got the facts. He says Nelly said that he actually got it from New York. He said he
okay,
went to New
I'm
York.
pretty sure he did.
He went to New York and he was influenced by the fashion. And
No,
from
I'm
there
pretty
made
sure
the
he
album.
said that somewhere, somehow, in an interview or something. And I'm pretty sure because he couldn't run from that fact. Like it came from that. And if he did and didn't do that, he would have got smashed
Yeah,
in
'cause
the.
he could have
in
ran
the
with that
social-
shit. 'Cause
like,
I didn't know.
Well, I can't call social media back then, but whatever it was back then, in the hip hop magazine back then, he would have got smashed if he would have came out talking about that was his thing or New Orleans thing or Louisiana thing. I mean St. Louis. Well,
Yeah, St. Louis.
Fuck
He's
this
from
nigga
Louis. He's
One
from
of
the
them
Louis.
motherfuckers.
Did y'all rock do-rags in New York?
Yeah.
Was it like a fashionable thing or was it just like
Yeah.
some whatever shit?
Yeah, I think that came from New
That's
York
not
too.
a New York thing.
Okay,
nigga. That's
so
a
where it came from?
Inglewood-
Where
that's some
where the
Inglewood
do-rag came from?
gangbanging Shit, man.
Where the do-rag came from?
I don't know.
You don't know. I'm telling you,
grew
it
up in
came
a-
from New
You
York.
right,
I'm
you
telling
older
you
than
where
me.
it
I
came
can't say
from.
where it came from. You
All
right.
right, niggas in New York.
Chat
Hold
room
up.
chime in. I don't
Niggas
know.
gonna tell me now, do-rags ain't come from
Everything came from New York,
a
nigga.
lot.
You just said Chucks,
A lot
nigga.
of all of those
Air
early
Forces.
fashion type of shit.
That's every.
It's
You
got
just
to
named
do with
everything.
hip hop.
You named everything,
Yes, I didn't name everything.
nigga. You just said do
Yeah, I said y'all got Chucks.
No, you said Chucks came from
No,
New
I
York.
said
Dr.
we
J.
wore them. No, I ain't say Chucks came
Oh,
from
I
New
thought
York.
you
I
said
said
Dr.
y'all,
J put it
we
on.
wore them. It was an era of us rocking Chucks, but we never
Okay, we can
considered
take-
Chucks being
see.
a New York thing. Nah. In the wintertime, you put a pair of Chucks on, nigga, you're going to freeze the shit out your feet. That can't be a New York thing. You know what I'm saying? Chucks is a Cali thing. sunny weather thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't put them shits on in the wintertime in New York.
Yeah. That's why I didn't think y'all even wear them motherfuckers out there.
Nah,
Yo,
no.
motherfucker, you get
They
frostbite
might
in that
rock her.
bitch.
You might have one pair for the summer to throw them on, cause whatever.
Nah,
But
so y'all, I didn't know. I know y'all wore the big ass hats. I didn't know y'all did the do rags out in New York.
no, yeah, we did
You
do
know, I don't really. I
rags.
know y'all
Are
wore.
you kidding me?
Nah, y'all niggas wore the shower caps, nigga. Y'all was shower caps,
Sh-
nigga.
what?
No, we wore shower caps out here.
That's why I was
I was
like,
gonna say,
nigga, you
Cali.
confused, nigga. I was like, what? Why the fuck would niggas in New York wear shower caps? Y'all
Nah,
had the Jerry
right, we had
curl.
the curls. No, we had
What
a
the fuck is you talking?
we
This
had a
nigga's confused.
We had a
I ain't
California
even talk,
curl.
nigga.
It
We
wasn't
got
a Jerry.
even get your older brother in here, man.
It
Go
wasn't a
get
Jerry.
your older. Go get your pops, man.
Wait, so wait.
Go get your
Let me
pops,
think.
Speedy, man. Cause this
80s,
nigga's right
90s.
here. He's bugging right now.
I'm trying to
Go
think.
get your
80s, 90s
pops,
fast
man.
shit.
This nigga
Y'all
said
niggas
New
wore
York niggas
Kangos.
was wearing shower
Y'all was
caps.
wearing y'all was wearing Kangos at that time, nigga, and fedoras, nigga.
Yeah, this nigga's crazy. Yeah.
Early 90s, y'all niggas was wearing Kangos, nigga, and big hats,
Oh, okay,
right?
Kango's LL Cool J Kango,
Yeah, that
yeah.
was.
Big hats. What do
But
you mean?
was that a
What's a big hat?
come on,
Like
man.
Geron,
Nigga,
like the
like
Nordorf,
Cameron, nigga, the shit that
like
come over your
Pharrell.
eyes. Nigga, the shit that
Oh
come over your
yeah,
eyes.
yeah,
That
yeah.
goofy
Nah,
shit.
nah. No, that is a fact. Them
That
little
shit
head
was
niggas with the
horrible.
size 8 hat.
Oh
This
my.
shit just sitting over the nigga eyelashes.
Like, yo, who is this nigga?
Nah,
What is he
I
doing?
I got a big head, so I couldn't do that. I couldn't pull off that style. There was no hat too big enough for me.
Did you do the Jada Kiss paper towel shit?
Hmm?
Did you do the Jada Kiss paper towel thing? And the nigga tried to make that fashionable. The nigga don't act like you don't know y'all New
Paper
York.
towel?
Now he confused about
Oh,
New
that's
York
a
fashion.
scarf under the hat.
I don't know what he was doing,
It's
nigga.
not a paper towel.
Nah,
It's a
nah, nah.
scarf
No,
under
it
the
wasn't
hat.
a scarf.
It's not a paper
It
towel.
wasn't a
Like, what are you talking?
It
A
was a
white
scarf.
scarf or
My
something under
nigga
the
rolled
hat.
up a paper towel, yo, like
To
bounty,
put it
nigga,
under there
and he
like
tied
this.
it like a bandana on his head.
This
I'm not
nigga's
making this.
bugging.
See, hold on.
This
See,
nigga's
I like
bugging.
how Let me say something. And
You
you been
out
in
of
Cali for
control.
20 years. You're not even
You
from.
out of
You're not even
control,
really
bro.
from New York anymore.
Bro, you
from
out of
California,
control.
man.
You don't even know what you talking
Listen, I'm
about.
finna
Know
pull
what
your
I'm
mans
saying?
up, Jada
Just like
Kid.
New York niggas was wearing shower caps.
I'm gonna find a
This
picture
nigga
too.
said New York niggas was wearing shower caps. Yo, this nigga said E40 is a better lyricist than Jay-Z. This nigga said,
I did say
yo,
that.
let me see how,
Look,
let me see a bunch
look.
of
I
this
ain't never
nigga said.
lie. I ain't
That's
never
not a
lie.
paper
Bro,
towel.
that's a
That's a
paper towel,
scarf.
son.
That's not a paper towel.
Let me
You
click on this picture.
bugging.
That's a napkin.
It's shit. It got a design like a napkin, but how you gonna tie a napkin to the
It's a
back of your head if that wasn't
That's a
regular
napkin.
material?
Look,
How you gonna tie a napkin to the back? What napkin goes to the back of your head like that?
look.
It's designed to look like that,
This
but
is
it's a bandana.
Yo,
You're bugging.
No, man, no.
You think he went? That's a bounty paper
Yes.
to it. You can't
I
go
re-
try to tie one of them shits around your head. See what
I
happens.
remember trying to do it.
And then you tried, then what
Yeah.
happened? That shit don't work. Because it's designed to look like a paper towel.
That shit, man, fabulous.
What paper towel is that big? That's a bandana. It
Listen,
turns into like a regular bandana. It just appeared to look like a fucking
Listen,
paper
y'all.
towel.
We talking.
This nigga was duped. This nigga got duped.
I'm glad that shit is thick. I would like
I'm
a
glad
goddamn idiot.
I straightened it out for you. This nigga was in
Yeah.
the you was up in Target getting paper towels, thinking you was
Yeah.
gonna wrap it around your
I was
head.
trying to wrap
huh?
the J. This one Jadakiss was hot too, so I was trying to wrap the paper towel on my
This
shit.
dude is crazy.
Yeah, man, that was. Let's see. Hold on.
I guess, but guess what though? Where they from? Where that influence started? That goes to show right there. Influence is a motherfucker. If they had your ass way over here trying to
Yeah.
tie a fucking paper towel around your head, nigga,
Dead ass.
that's influence.
Dead ass, man.
That's influence right there. You know what I'm saying? And where they from? NY. Come on, man. I'm not saying this because I'm from there. It's real. Like
Well, no.
a lot of the shit came from there.
We said this before. I think New York is the mecca of culture for black people. In
I
general.
think so. You go back to the Harlem Renaissance and do all that extra shit. You could even go like that far
Right.
back with it.
Right.
Like, and it's not. I mean, this is way before any of us. We none of us had control of where that shit landed. I just so happened that my mother came from Alabama and moved to New York. Like before I was born. So I'm a New Yorker. I was born and raised in New York.
Did y'all rock?
Whatever.
Y'all rock the
But
Cortez out there?
That ain't got nothing to do with me knowing what's up, nigga, where the culture came from and all that. I don't give a fuck about went to
Let me see.
fucking Tibet, nigga. What you say?
Did y'all rock Cortezes out there? Cortez are like out here like all the Spanish cats rock the
I
Cortez
know
in
the.
Cali.
Oh yeah, the
Like
Nike
Leah kind of like
Cortez.
the round. Y'all rock
Yes.
the Cortez in New York?
Yes, hell yeah. I'm bugging out like I know that name. No, but we understood that was a Cali situation. We knew Nike Cortezes didn't come from fucking New York.
Yeah,
We
that was some LA
understood
shit for
that.
real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I remember. I'm incriminating myself, but I remember as a kid we robbed a sneaker store,
Damn.
and it was a blackout. It was a blackout. All electricity went out in the town and all that. So you know what niggas do when that happens. We ran up in a sneaker store. Like we ran up in a bunch of shit, but we ran up in a sneaker store, and I never forget coming out with a bunch of Cortezes because it's dark. You just grabbing shit. And I had a bunch of Cortezes.
What'd y'all do with this shit?
So I was selling them
Oh
shits,
shit.
and the ones that fit me, I was rocking
I ain't mad at that shit.
them. I was the Cortez king for a summer. You know what I'm saying?
Did you do
Had all
the
different
gold rope?
colors, huh?
Did you had a gold? You got a gold rope on now. So you still on your New York shit. Did you have a gold rope back then though?
I I mean, as far as not a kid, but as I got older,
You
yeah, I
got the?
started
Did you
getting
get the
that
dookie
chicken
though?
out.
You got the dookie rope?
The dookie rope,
4-finger
nigga.
ring?
The dookie. I had the 4-finger ring too. Facts.
They
I
got-
definitely
with the
had a
big glasses.
4-finger ring, huh?
You didn't do the big frames with
Nah, I
no
had the
man.
Stetsons, B.
What are the
I had the
Stetsons? I don't
Stetsons,
know what
not the
this is.
Gazelles. I had the
What are
Stetsons,
the
nigga.
Stetsons?
Look up the Stetsons. I had the Stetsons. Everybody was rocking Gazelles and shit. I had the Stetsons. Facts.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find these motherfuckers. Oh, those are the these?
No, those are Gazelles.
These are so what's the Stetsons look like?
Stetsons look a little different.
Not the Spike
Those
Lees.
is all Gazelles. All Spike. The most famous joints was the Gazelles. I was just trying to be different and got the Stetsons.
Let me
They
see.
didn't be, they ain't take off. They kind of like, you know what I mean? I might have, should have went with the Gazelles at the
These?
end of the day. Yeah. Yep. Those are the Stetsons, kid. Sure, with them shits on back then. What?
I thought the funniest shit in the
He was
world
the man.
on Paid in Full when my
Even with
nigga
no frames.
on Paid in Full my nigga reached to the frame and scratched his eye. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And my dad was like, yeah, they used to just rock them just
Rock
the
them
frame.
just
like,
because that's what's more, because you didn't need glasses. The most
crazy.
valuable part is the frame. Even right now with the pair of Cartiers,
yeah, you
the
get
frame is what the fuck is valuable, not the fucking glass part. That's the whatever.
you
know
will
what I'm
get
saying?
robbed for that motherfucker.
Yeah.
In Baltimore, that's a no go.
In Baltimore?
In Baltimore, I don't know why it's like that in Baltimore, but
No, I think Detroit too.
I got some partners from Baltimore, and they told me straight up, nigga, like
Don't rock the Cartiers.
out there, that shit like a Rolex, nigga, like. And
But
I'm
they
like,
don't cost like a Rolex though.
yeah,
What
them
them
shits be
shits
like
like?
$1,200, $1,500.
That's what I'm saying. $1,200, $1,500.
pay.
What that got to do with a Rolex?
But it's sitting on your face, nigga. I could just take that right off. And then sometimes, the dope boys, they put the diamonds in them.
Then
So
it's
that bitch
worth
can get up
more.
to
Now you
5,000,
at like
6,000,
5,000.
7,000.
I seen some shit in Miami, and I was gonna get them, but I was like, I don't wear glasses. Why would I?
They just
I'm stunting right now
on some
because
masterpiece
I don't
shit.
even wear glasses.
Or
So
you
what
get
the
like
fuck
some,
am I
you
doing?
can get some gold frames and shit. You can run that bitch up to about 10,000, nigga. On some
No, I
Cartiers.
know. No, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
And then that's another thing we need to bring up too. What's going on in Cali right now? Niggas is out of control, bro. Jumping out and robbing niggas and doing that extra shit.
What happened out here?
You don't be seeing all this shit going on?
I'm not tapped in.
Bro, like you sitting in a restaurant with your family and baby eating, nigga walking up in there and putting a gun to you. Like, yo, I mean, look up robberies in California right now. This shit is crazy.
Damn,
This
that's
shit is
insane.
all the way at bracing, like
That
broad
Beverly Hills.
daylight.
Oh yeah, I seen a
Don't
smash
give a
and
fuck.
grab.
Not that smash and grab shit. That's another element to it. But I'm talking about like how niggas is just
Oh, this one right here.
running up on
Amazon
niggas
employee-
in
This the
broad
joint from right
daylight.
here.
One of them was a motherfucker sitting in a restaurant, bro. He with his baby, his kid, and all that. They walk right up to him. A crowded restaurant.
This right here.
Well, that's one of them. That's on Melrose. So
That's
look,
crazy.
niggas just sitting there chilling on Melrose.
Nigga just upped it on him.
Yeah, that's on Melrose.
But you got your designer on the table, nigga. You want me? What do you?
Nigga, no, okay, cool, whatever. So what? You sitting there having a good time.
That nigga just packed
Them
that shit
niggas
up and
deserve to
left.
get shot right there. Like,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
definitely.
take all this, take it all. You got it. As soon as they turn their back, it's fucking empty a whole clip in their ass. Cause they not searching you. Look, he ain't even really searching the dude. That nigga could have been sitting there with a gun on him for real.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Haven't been seeing too many. Somebody
And
got
that
their
dude
watch
right
taken.
there was sitting there eating broad daylight on fucking Rodeo Drive. And they ran right up on him for his watch.
That's a nice
You know?
watch.
That's just a five
That's a
hundred
yeah.
thousand dollar watch,
That's a
bro.
Richard Millie.
It's a $500,000 watch.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Who gonna buy that shit? Knowing the snowing.
Do you think well, I don't know. I don't know. I fucking you ever stole some shit and somebody stole it from you?
Facts.
I had
Hell
some
yeah.
yeah. So I fucking stole a fucking Rolex one time.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga shit. And like within like 48 hours, nigga, someone got me for the motherfucker. And I was just like, nigga, I'm not a good thief, nigga.
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't good at
Somebody
this
say
shit,
that's
nigga.
karma, but I don't fuck all that shit. I believe every dog has his day. Other than me talking about karma, but niggas tried to rob me too on Melrose,
I remember you
broad
telling me
daylight.
in
Yeah.
your car, yeah.
They like, oh, this nigga crazy and ran off. But he pulled that gun out and put it in my head. I was sitting in the car with the window halfway down. He put the shit through the window like I was just gonna be like, okay, here. No, nigga, I was trying to get out the car. Like, yo, what the fuck you what? You got to catch this body, broad daylight, in middle A body. You just got to catch it. You got the balls to do that, then fuck it, I'm a dead nigga. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what I thought that day. You never know. Like
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought about it, thought about it, thought about it. If it was like dark alley in a back street somewhere or something, I'd fuck, I give it up. Okay, cool, whatever. You got to drop, you got to drop. But I think it just pissed me off that it was broad daylight. I'm on Melrose. I got mad. Like, what are you kidding me, nigga?
Was
And then cause he was supposed to shoot me. I ain't gonna lie. He was supposed to shoot
start
me.
yelling at the nigga and shit?
Oh no, I
Oh.
tried to get out the car. They was holding the door closed, and I'm trying to get out the car to confront the situation. And they was like, "Oh, this holding the door closed." I'm like, "I'm trying to get out, and get you. I don't give a fuck if you got a gun or not."
That's
And
fuck.
that was the wrong thing, cause if it was, you know what I mean, it was the right dudes, they'd have probably lit one in the car real quick, like, all right, nigga, you playing games, pow.
Yeah,
You know what I
especially if
mean?
he was scary, nigga.
They got spooked. They thought it was just gonna be that easy because you brandished the gun,
Right.
and that's normally how it is. You nigga gun to your head,
Oh
like
yeah.
head, like, all right, nigga, yeah, what the fuck?
How y'all
I
saying
ain't
your
got
ante
time to
up?
reach for my gun or nothing, like. And I'm glad I didn't have a gun on me that day because I would have shot them because they did all that, then turned they back and ran through the alley. I would have lit the whole alley up. Like this is what I'm saying. These niggas and it's going down. I don't know if anybody know. You come to Cali right now, niggas is robbing niggas. I'm talking they jumping out 6 motherfuckers on a nigga. And then you gotta split that all up between 6 motherfuckers. Like
Yo, this is
this
right
some
here.
real bullshit.
It
This is
says Robert's a Texas security guard. This is at Nordstrom's. This is right across the street from us. At
I'm
the mall right
telling you,
here.
no, I'm not even lying to you, bro.
Yeah,
Like
this
you
is
need to. I know you ain't like. You know what I'm saying they know who they going after. I walk around, wearing all my chains and shit, my watches and all that shit.
yeah,
So
that's the mall right here.
it could be whatever, bro.
No, the Topanga Mall. That's
I
what this
know what
is.
you talking
I
about.
was just driving by here the other day, and I seen a
And
bunch of
when did
cop
this
cars and shit.
happen?
4 days ago.
And what they say happened?
Somebody ran in. They said they attacked the security guards and stole a bunch of designer purses.
So that's like a smash and grab type
Yeah,
shit.
because the Nordstrom's, this is like, as soon as you walk in, you could just start grabbing shit and
Nah, I
beeline
know, I
turn right
know.
back around. But yeah, this is right across the street from our studio right here. I drove by this when I was leaving the studio, and I thought it might be in a fire or some shit because there's so many fire trucks out there and shit. But they motherfuckers went in there and You know, but I always thought about that. Like, what's gonna happen when people just decide, fuck
There's
it?
there's nothing you can do. But
Yeah,
what's
like,
happening now is they putting shit in the clothes
oh,
to
tracking
track the
shit. Yeah,
shit. Yeah,
tracking
not
shit.
that big bulky shit that you could see,
Right.
like some real little up under some shit type shit. You know what I mean? Some motherfuckers got caught about that shit the other day. They drove right up on them and they had all that shit in their car and a bunch of other shit from a bunch of other stores. So that's how they gonna probably try to combat that snatch and grab shit. But then motherfuckers gonna realize, search through the clothes and get all that shit out.
Yeah, or get some
I
kind of
don't know.
device
It's just
to,
yeah, some type of scanner. You could probably be like, there's something in there. But yeah,
that's fucked up.
man, that's just some bracing shit. You still
Yeah,
gotta have balls to do it.
you got to have some.
It's
Well,
it's it's easy, but you still gotta have the balls to do it.
when I was a young buck, still in like junior
And
high
I'm
school and shit, we used to do that shit. We used to go in the liquor store, nigga,
no,
like
we
100
come
deep,
on, we
nigga,
all
and
did
raid that
that.
motherfucker.
We all did some sucker shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I said, I always tell I ain't do all that time for selling lollipops. You know what I'm saying? And fucking baking cookies. You know what I'm saying? Shit was going down. So
You
I
see,
don't
man.
know. I get it, but as a grown man that's past all that, I ain't got time for that shit no more. Like I don't want to have to shoot a nigga because he trying to do some dumb shit. And then I'm in trouble because ain't no way in the world I'm supposed to ever have a gun at no point in my life at all, nowhere.
Right.
So a nigga violate me, I pop him. I'm going to jail. Period. Even though the nigga could have violated the shit out of me, I'm going to jail. So that's why I gotta, I'm on a different
Do you feel like it's
tax
more?
bracket.
Do you feel like it's more guns out now versus when you were coming up?
Well, evidently in Memphis it is.
Oh,
If you
nigga,
could
it's
just go to buy one, you don't need a gun license or none of that.
that's
I
the
ain't
South though,
yo,
nigga.
or
They
even a
don't,
couple of these countries, Atlanta, all that. Like it's a lot of spots where it's like you
you can
could
just go
just.
pick, but
I
Texas.
seen the nigga just walking with the shit. I see the big ass gumbos in his pot just walking down the street.
But
It's nothing. It's
does that
try
make
that
you
shit in my era in New York, niggas. What? I think we got the biggest, toughest gun laws where
right?
I grew up at. I said, yeah.
Would you think that would make you nervous if you knew the majority of people had guns on them, or would you feel like okay, everybody gonna be
It's a
cool?
feeling like everybody gotta be cool. Everybody
That's
got
how
a
I
gun.
feel.
Like,
Right.
but
You don't really see niggas
if you
act up.
don't got one,
I was just
say,
finna
like,
as somebody who's
when I'm visiting a country, I don't got one. If I do, then I ain't supposed to have it.
right.
So I ain't gonna be the one they like. Oh, okay, you got your gun. Okay, keep it moving. No, I ain't supposed to have a gun ever in my life. You know what I'm saying? The shit like according to my record. But
I think
yeah,
me growing up around guns, I didn't grow up using guns, but everybody on my mom's side, they had gun fetishes. They would shoot,
mm-hmm.
collect them or whatever. And I've always noticed that people are always more. It seems to be relaxed when
When everybody
everybody
got
know
guns,
everybody got a
everybody
gun because
got
they
no.
you can't play your tough nigga
Yeah, you
shit.
can't play that tough
Every
guy
gotta
shit.
you
Yeah,
gotta be
no, I feel
respectful,
good.
nigga,
Everybody
because
got a gun. You
even
gotta
a
be
little girl gonna
respectful.
let one off on your ass.
No, that's a fact, and that makes sense.
And I feel like the moment you know he ain't got one, that person's gonna feel some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have control of the situation, or what I say go, nigga, because I could just pull this thing out and pop one.
Nah, I feel you.
I'm all for the gun rights, man. Bring them out, bring them out.
Me too. I get it. I just like I said, I came from a place where the gun laws was the strictest. New York City, you not. I don't give a fuck. You ain't even giving you no license to carry it. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like
It's-
in your waistline, like walk around like a cowboy with a gun.
Can you guys buy a shotgun
No.
in New York?
I'm pretty sure you can to keep it in your crib
Like a
and all
rifle?
that
Okay.
type of shit. But I'm talking about
Yeah.
how you could just ride around with it, like how other places, even Cali, not really like that. Cali, not like that.
Like what?
Here, LA, not like that.
What you mean?
You can't just ride around with your gun, can you? Because my man had the gun. He got his like he went to jail.
Yeah.
He came from Texas where you could. He was riding around with it out here. He had his permit and all that. They took that nigga to jail and took the gun.
But you, I
He
mean,
got it back and all that. But I'm just saying,
I can give
like,
y'all some game on it out here.
huh?
I can give you some game on how to move out here. I don't know how to say this. Well, I mean, it ain't no secret.
Even
But
even your
keep
game
it in your suitcase.
won't
man.
help me because of my record.
Keep it in your suitcase.
Okay,
And keep
then.
the suitcase locked.
Oh no, that's the conceal. I'd rather catch a
Nah, cause
conceal,
you can't catch it because they got to break in your shit to get it. So you straight. It's
nigga.
private property. Either way it go,
With my.
it won't make it. No, bro.
I mean, you might get out of it, but I'm still going to
Unless you
jail.
unless you
Still
brandish
going
the
to jail.
motherfucker and somebody pull you over and say you brandished the weapon, they finna bust open everything. But if you just get pulled over and you got your shit somewhere locked,
But soon as I say, you can't go in that suitcase,
no, you don't have to say
they
that.
going
You
in
don't have to
there.
say that. It's just locked. I don't
And
know the
they gonna
code.
go
I
in
don't know the
there.
code.
I don't know how many times
It's
you
not my
got pulled over.
suitcase. It's not my suitcase, man.
Nigga,
It's not
okay.
my suitcase,
Like I
man.
said,
I'm
later
gonna get
on
your
in court,
suitcase. I'm gonna get your
you'll get
suitcase, though.
off. But that night, you're going to jail.
Listen,
Shit
man.
you
I would say
talking
this.
about.
I don't.
Let them pull you over
Yeah,
like,
don't.
what's in the suitcase? Oh, you don't want to open the
It's
suitcase.
not my
Nigga, you're
suit.
going
It's
to
not my
jail.
suitcase, man.
Oh, you might beat it. I get it. Technicality, you're supposed to go in the suitcase.
It's not my
But nigga,
suitcase,
by
though.
then, you already got a headache.
But in London, nigga, in London, they don't even let you have guns
Where?
in London.
In
Yeah,
London?
so you can't have any gun out there. Nothing. You can't have shit. You can't have a little water
Then
pistol.
fuck it. Then throw your hands up.
No,
Let's
no, no.
fight.
They sword fighting out there, nigga.
Oh, okay. Get your knife
Nigga,
out.
they
I'd rather a
sword.
knife fight.
What?
You got more heart than go stab a nigga than shoot a nigga.
Listen, I've been in that situation, nigga. I've never shot at nobody, so let me say that. I can't, so I don't have any reference on that, right? But
I have.
I've been in a situation where I had to poke somebody. I had to
I'll
poke
shoot
somebody,
your ass in a minute.
and that shit ain't like I don't know. Being in close combat like that is a different thing,
It is.
cause like
That's a whole nother skill set.
nigga, like it's
Than
it's
standing
on,
across the
yeah.
street and shooting a
Nigga, like
motherfucker.
nigga, I gotta finish
You
this,
gotta
nigga.
run up on them and jig them. That's a whole nother skill
I
set.
gotta
That's a whole
stop this,
nother.
nigga. Yeah.
I think that take more heart than to shoot a motherfucker. I see. Ew.
I don't know. I didn't enjoy
Nah,
it.
I've
Nigga.
been
I'm
cut
cool.
and then had to stab a.
Yeah, I'm cool. I
Some.
didn't.
I mean, I did my time for it, but so it's nothing. It's public information, but and I visibly have a scar on my face. But the nigga that cut me, I stabbed the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, DJ, you
and
can
I
call
don't
in.
know. It was just the rage of nigga cutting me. You know what I'm saying?
Like I can't
I'm
believe
not,
did
that
this
shit
nigga just.
still took balls to run up on the nigga and stab
It
him.
do take some nuts, nigga.
They're not.
Cause you
I
in
ain't
close
gonna lie.
vicinity, nigga.
I was just my mind was gone at the time because I was so upset that I got cut.
Right.
So I wasn't even thinking about that. Like it was just something I had to do. You feel me?
Them niggas out there sword fighting in London, nigga. Easy. They keep the machetes in the legs. Pull that
No,
shit out.
yeah.
I couldn't
That's
chasing niggas down with machetes. Like that's crazy. But that
that's
tells
that
you
Jamaican shit.
people gonna be violent no matter what. I don't give a fuck if it's rocks, nigga. Like it ain't gonna make no difference. DJ, you can call in, man. It's open. He said, what did he say? Why would you put that in the chat room? Talking about somebody keep a blicky on him. Why would you say that in the chat room? Nigga?
Somebody keep what?
So he was saying that somebody that comes to our show keeps a gun on him. But why would you put that in the chat room,
Oh.
nigga? Did you
I
grow?
hope
Did
he
you
ain't
grow
talking
up?
about me.
Did you
but
grow
he
up in the
might
gun
be,
culture?
but
Like, did you grow up shooting
fucking I
guns?
do. Huh?
Did you grow up shooting guns with like your friends and stuff, or was just something you picked up being in the street life?
Just being in the street, and then we just was just knowing about guns, having a gun was cool.
Did
To
you feel like a
some
superhero
people,
when you first got one?
yeah, that's why I went to fucking jail. Every time, that's why I don't literally like to deal with them. Cause every time I do have them, I do some dumb shit, especially at that age. Now it's just really just for protection. Like I just, you know what I mean? I could handle it mentally better. But back then, yeah, you put a gun in my hand. At some point, I'm looking to do something stupid with it. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think why do you think that is? Like, what was the emotion you had?
I don't know. You just think you invincible at that point. Like, who gonna fuck with you? The average nigga, you put a gun to his head, he don't want no problems. And 90% of them off, 85 to 90% of people in this world, I think, period.
I'm gonna say 99.
It's only about 15% that
Don't give a fuck.
don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that 15%. And then I think like some of them went through training. I think it's training involved with that. Like you have to hear shots, hear them go off, shoot the gun. Maybe a few times get shot at. You know what I'm saying? Like, or even if there's some way you can simulate you getting shot at.
Right.
Like how you go through army training. You know what I'm saying? Those is fake shots, but Those is blanks, but you get that feeling of like that sound coming at like a nigga trying to shoot you, like, and that's you just if you don't have that, you don't have that. It's like an athlete. If you was born with being able to deal with that, or you could train into being able to deal with it, but 9 times out of 10, it ain't nothing. Like I think even you were saying something
Yeah.
even about a fight. Like if the most motherfuckers don't want to physically fight, just fist fight.
Nobody want to fight, nigga.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I try to teach my son like that bluff 'em, beat 'em shit is real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah.
But you still have to be prepared for when somebody call your bluff.
That's what my
But
pops put me in
bluff 'em,
boxing.
beat 'em is real.
Yeah.
But you still have to be prepared for that day a motherfucker call your bluff, bro.
I think hold on one second. I think especially for young men, I grew up kind of like in a warriors camp, nigga. Like we would go visit my uncle, and you had to go in the garage and fight. Like it
Mhm.
wasn't an option, nigga. You didn't have to have a problem with nobody. It was just mandatory.
Mhm.
But I think that helped me prepare to not be scared of a fight. You know, because I think the idea of what can happen to you is way more terrifying than
It's
the reality. You
preparation.
know.
Yeah.
Caller, go ahead. You live.
Well, it's DJ out there in Vegas.
What's the word, DJ?
I can't call it. I love these gun conversations. And it's something that I think about a lot. In Vegas, we can you can have whatever. And, I know a lot of states are different, but even in Cali, the law in Cali is if you have your gun in a car, you have to have it in something that locks. So if your suitcase locks, that's fine. You can ride around like that in your car. Obviously, you can't have a felony. But if you have like a lock box or anything like that, anything other than a glove compartment that locks, like you can't lock it in your glove compartment and use that like it's locked in there. So anything that locks, you could in Cali, you can ride around with it like that.
Yeah, you can throw it in that briefcase.
But also, like
Hold
it's
on.
about
That's not to cut you up. Even if you're not,
yeah,
even if you're a known felon and can't,
no,
No,
like,
nigga, you can't have a gun,
no,
nigga.
that's what
So
I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying, nigga.
If
So
you a
what the
felon, you
fuck?
getting
That shit
5
don't
years
mean
probably
nothing to
off
me.
off top.
you might as well keep it on your
You get
lap,
told.
Yeah,
nigga.
it don't matter where you could keep it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
trying to
just keep it
tell
on your
him.
lap.
To me,
Yeah.
I can't have a gun. I don't go fuck where it's locked at.
But
You know what
but
I'm saying?
listen, you technically, I mean, obviously it's a way around everything, right? So as long as you're not on probation, they got no reason to search your car if they pull you over. You feel me? Just don't let them search your car.
And it ain't your
And
briefcase.
if they do search it and they find something, they that's an illegal search because they had no reason to search your car. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Which
guess
most of
what?
the
I'm
time they
going
don't
to
really do
jail
that
It's not your
anyway. Like unless
briefcase.
that
you
night.
you know
I'm going to
unless your
jail
car
that
fit a
night,
description
nigga.
or something,
Now,
or unless you get into stuff.
now, DJ, I know you're a mature man and all that, but when you first got your hands on a pistol or whatever your first gun was, did that make you feel some kind of way, or were you already at an age where you can kind of manage it?
Nah, I always respected guns. I grew up around guns a lot. We used to find guns around houses. Like we knew where the stash, we know where the stash guns was and everything. Sometimes we'll grab them and stuff like that. But I always respected guns. I know that this is a tool that can kill you. This is a tool that can end somebody's life. So I never got on no tough guy shit or I never, played with them when I'm like that. I love them. I like to collect them. But I was always, even when I was young, I was mature with it. Like when I was in high school, my cousin gave me like a 4.4 Magnum. And I used to have it at the house. And I used to, like I used to have it and stuff. But I respected it. I know it wasn't a toy. I wasn't pulling it out. And, that's a gun that's huge and it's loud and like you shoot that, man, everybody they gonna hear it 5 streets over. You know what I'm saying? And if you shoot somebody with it, it's gonna put a hole in them that 10 times out of 10 they're not gonna get back up, man. But even when I moved to Vegas and I started buying more guns and stuff, I always respected my guns and stuff because especially I learn about guns before I buy it, right? So I won't buy a gun that I don't know about. I won't just walk into a store and look and say, oh, that's a pretty gun. Like, let me buy that. Like, nah, I'm going to go on YouTube. I'm going to do all kind of YouTube reviews, and I'm going to see what it's really about. But, most people, they ask what should be their first gun, and I always say don't get a Glock because a Glock don't have no safety. And if you're not real cautious with a gun and it don't have no safety. Like you could kill somebody or you could shoot yourself. You know, so I preach safety. You know,
Or you
before
could
anything.
forget it's on safety and try to pop a motherfucker, and then you be
And they
fucked.
take it from you, nigga.
Yeah,
That's
see,
gotta
that's
be the most
that, see,
terrifying
that's
thing. A
what,
nigga take your gun, nigga.
see, look, that's the other thing about it, right? Because I've been
The
seeing a lot
Glock
of these
is the ready
situations
to
in
go,
Cali.
like ready to go.
Yeah,
Like
I've been seeing a lot of situations in Cali lately, right? Like on social media, they got like 4 or 5 videos where people is getting ran up and they getting robbed, and you know, and I was thinking to myself, like, in that situation, like, what do you like? Realistically, what do you do? Like, but this is why you prepare. This is why when you buy a gun, you practice with it. This is why you practice all scenarios. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody coming to rob you, you don't really know. You don't know if they're gonna rob you and let you go, or if they're gonna rob you and kill you. Even like at your house, right? How do you protect your family if you don't have nothing to protect their house? If somebody running your house right now with a gun and they kick the door, like, what are you gonna do? Nothing. You got to do whatever they say if you don't have a gun, and if you don't have a bigger gun, you can't really like protect your family. Like
but
my boy
nah, if you
they just
even
ran in
if
his
you
house.
got a gun, if they got the drop, they got the drop, bro. Like you can't
Exactly. That's
go
what
for
I'm
your
saying
gun
too. Like,
while gun in your head. You know what I'm
okay,
saying?
I
but
need
look,
you.
this is
Hey
another thing.
DJ, I want to get a revolver. What would you suggest? I don't want no shell casings.
Uh,
I need something. Hang on,
well,
I need a little
it
something
depends.
back in
Like,
the
I would. Are you familiar with guns? Are you comfortable with guns?
Yeah, I grew up around guns. I've shot in a couple guns.
Yeah. So you
Shotguns,
got like,
rifles, handguns.
look, you got like 357s and you got like 44s and stuff like that. That's wrong, but those are big guns. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
nah.
that's
that's what I
something that is
got caught with,
powerful.
the
You shoot it, the kickback is
357.
crazy.
Nah, I need
But
something
then
I
you
can
got
tuck,
little
nigga.
stuff like a 38 special, a little. You can get like a little snub nose revolver.
Now
You know
you
what I'm
gotta get
saying?
the
Like,
snub nose
Mm-hmm.
it
357.
just depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to conceal it, then yeah, you need that little snub nose. But if you're trying to get something that's really gonna get a motherfucker off you, you know what I'm saying? Then you might want to go 357 or 44. Not the Magnum, because they too long. They're not really practical. But
I like the
hey,
snub nose
hey,
357.
it's
Nah, the
one more
snub
video,
nose.
right? So it's a video on social media right now
I
where
like this.
3 black dudes, they try to rob an Asian Uber driver. Have y'all seen that one?
No.
So this is in Philly,
What you
right? He
gonna
get out of his
fucking
car and
get
he
off
walking
a
up to his
Uber
house, and
driver
the 3
though?
dudes
This is
they,
crazy,
they all
bro.
got guns and they run up on him, right? So he give up whatever. But
Yeah,
soon as
that's
he
just
turned
numbers.
around, that Asian dude pulled out his pistol and he let all of them have it. He emptied the whole clip on their ass. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't get away. He killed one of them. One of them was injured, and the other one ended up getting caught later and going to jail. So it's like it's just situations like that. Like I got nice things, you know what I'm saying, and I'm able to ride around in Vegas with a pistol. Like in Vegas, I can have an AK-47 on my front seat and can't nobody do nothing. But I was just thinking to myself the other day, like, would I just let them have it? Like, if a nigga wants to steal my car, would I just let them have it, or will I pull my shit out and try to fight for it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly don't know. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
I'd rather
insurance
just
gonna
let
buy
them
me a new
have my
car,
shit.
but you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this nigga if he gonna shoot me or not. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to fight for mine, right?
I don't know. I'm not. I wouldn't want to kill anybody over an item. You know, something that I can replace. Like we live in a time now, like you said, you have insurance. You know what
So
I
you
mean?
don't know.
But on the safety tip though, I'm not taking no chances, nigga.
Exactly. I'm not taking no
Yeah, I'm not
chances.
taking no
Like,
chances. So
when somebody coming to rob you, like I said, you don't know if they coming to kill you, rape
I'd
you,
be
or just
so
rob you and let
mad
you go.
that
You know what I'm
I'm just
saying?
gonna
Like,
let them have it.
I
I
think
might
that's the
regret it
question, though.
later,
Like,
but
if somebody was to do that and you got something to protect yourself, do you just give it up and see where it goes, or
well,
do you just try to immediately just defend your shit, especially
no,
your
if
house
I
or your
mean,
kids
this
and your
might
girls
sound
there?
foul. This might sound foul, but if they got the drop, I'm gonna give it up. And if I got my gun, when they go to disperse, I'm gonna let them have it. I swear to you, I'm gonna let them have it. You know what I'm saying?
But even in that aspect, if you wait until they disperse, what if it's too late? What if you don't get that chance? What if they come in to not leave no witnesses?
No, I mean, if I'm dead, I'm dead. If they go, if then you got the drop, you gonna shoot me, then okay, cool. Ain't nothing I could do about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's nothing anybody could do about that. But I'm just saying, if they do that, turn they back, and I got my shit, and I can get to my shit after that, and they ain't really know, I'm letting off like the Asian. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
said
and
that.
And my thing, I tell people, like, at least have something for your house. If you don't want to ride around with it in your car, if you don't want it with you in public, like, at least have something to protect your house in case somebody kick the door in and want to, you know what I'm saying, harm you or your family or take whatever from y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know. At least get a shotgun.
Yeah,
if you can get an AR-15 or AK-47, I recommend one of those.
I
because
want that Draco, son. I want that Draco.
Yeah, that Draco. Yeah, I'm about to get one of them Dracos too.
Draco.
Like,
I want that Draco.
if somebody, you know, come into my house and they only got 9 shots, I want to at least have 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, because whoever got the bigger gun win.
What is you?
Yeah.
DJ, I'm about to show a Draco on here because I don't think people know what it is. Thanks, DJ.
Yeah, that's niggas just riding around and they call it the Draco.
Scary. This is scary
It's
time.
just a whole lot going on.
That's like a big ass, like a little AK-47.
That's just like riding around with your dog.
Right, like a vicious ass
with your
pit bull
dog.
and shit. Like, look,
Nigga riding around with his Frenchie.
Yeah.
A whole Frenchie.
So, have you ever shot one of these guns?
Yeah.
I've never shot one of these motherfuckers.
They're not. It's not that hard. Yeah,
don't have no
technology is a motherfucker, bro.
And they got a lot of kickback on that.
Nah, pull the trigger.
Because I noticed it ain't got.
It's sweet. Pull the trigger. It's sweet.
That's a cold gun, man.
Well, we gotta get to the
Can you
the gun shop.
You can't, nigga, use a felon. What are you talking about? Nigga? Can you go to a gun range?
I can go to a gun range.
Can you look in the day?
What?
Can you look into it and make sure? 'Cause I want to film it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Can you make sure though?
I've been to the gun range. What are you talking about?
I want to film it.
I don't know about people. No, people always for the whole
I'm talking about I want to film. I'm gonna film us in there shooting.
No, I see people do it all the time.
Yeah, but they not felons, nigga.
Man,
I don't like. Okay, for example,
I don't know about that part.
I see a lot of people on like music videos and shit.
I'm gonna call my homegirl.
Just ask
she's
her.
fucking.
I don't want to incriminate. I don't want to incriminate nobody. I don't want to. You know.
Nah. I mean, we at the range.
But the fans will love to see that. The fans will love to see.
No, we at the range. We can go to the range. Your cell phone footage. I ain't saying come in there with a camera.
Nah, nigga, like, the celly.
Yeah, nigga, you standing behind me with the cell phone.
Yeah, we could do that.
Nah, I can put my own phone up. They ain't tripping off that at the gun range.
I want to get a long gun too, though.
If anything, they want you to incriminate yourself. Like,
That's what I'm saying.
Was at the gun range.
With the Draco.
He did it.
With the Draco.
Yeah, he had the Draco at the gun range. He did it.
You see how he held it with one hand?
He was the one.
He's a professional.
Yes. That's how he hit everybody.
Hey, you know what the fuck
they want you. They want you to incriminate yourself.
They're not even expensive either.
What they going
These
for?
These guns are not that expensive.
Huh?
They're not that expensive. Let me see.
How much?
I don't know. I don't know what the quality is.
Yeah,
I don't know what the quality is though. But let me see.
I got mine out the back of a truck.
Let's see. Oh no, this is lightweight.
I got my shit off.
Hey y'all, you can get one legally, y'all. I'm only saying legally. You can get one legally.
And you go to Memphis, go to Walmart, and get one, nigga.
Legally for under $1,000. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty fucking cheap, actually. That's pretty scary, nigga. I know. I got shoes that cost more than this gun right here.
And then you fuck around, just sell it for more than that for a nigga that can't get one.
Yeah, so look, chat room, if y'all want to see us go to the gun range, shoot some things, I think that'd be kind of cool.
Let's go.
Put some comments in the chat room. We're gonna test the aim out here. I think I'm a pretty good shot.
Go shoot something.
I ain't shot in a couple years though, but I think I'm a pretty good shot.
Go shoot something. You heard? Go shoot something.
Let's see. I know Seymour. She's one of our listeners. She goes to the gun range pretty often. She got all kind of motherfucking.
So tell her, ask her what I already know.
So like DJ was saying, do you practice like a home invasion?
Nah.
Is it something you think about just?
I've had a few of those happen. Yeah, I need to practice. I got real life situations. Niggas,
so you
niggas don't even understand where I came from. I don't know. They thought like some people just think I'm the porno dude. I don't know, but nigga, I've been through some shit in my life that.
You think somebody was ever watching one of your porns and was like, "That's the nigga that robbed me"? Because that'd be some wild shit.
Yo, listen.
To be like, yo, that's the nigga right there.
Yo, that I wouldn't even be surprised if that happened. But what I do know for sure is, like, the time that I did, all the time that I did like in jail and all that, all the niggas that like I violated or, just didn't really treat cool. I know they see me like, oh, that's the nigga. You know what I mean? Like, I know that for a fact.
Or like the cats you ran into in jail.
Yeah, cats that I did dirty in jail,
Right,
like,
right.
you
They
know what I
look. Oh,
mean?
right. They seen your videos and were like, yo,
Because
that's the
I
nigga
was
I
on
was
some
in.
bully shit back in the days. I'm a whole
Nah.
nother dude now. I'm
Yeah,
cool.
listen,
but
man. If y'all met Keith, I wouldn't believe this, man.
Nah,
He the
nah,
coolest
nah,
dude, man.
nah. I'm
I
the
seen him get
coolest.
fouled hard at the gym eating trip. You
Nah,
know what I'm
nah. I'm
saying?
the coolest ever. I
Yeah.
swear to you, I am. But it was a time where I wasn't, and I didn't even understand that until I came home. I walked into the park. Niggas got up and left. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, it's me. I'm home. What up? I'm happy to see y'all. Niggas was like getting their shit and leaving. I'm like,
That made you feel some kind of way?
it did. Cause then it made me feel some kind of way. Cause who wants to feel that way? Like who wants to feel like niggas think cause you coming is gonna be a problem?
Right,
That's not
right.
a good feeling. When you realize it.
Right.
At the time you doing it, you don't know that. You just being an asshole. You a kid and doing dumb shit to niggas. But at that point you realize like, yo, niggas is really feeling some kind of way when you come around. And at that point it's like it's not a good feeling. Everybody want to be accepted. I don't give a fuck how ill you is.
Let's take this last call right here. Caller.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Facts.
Yo, so crazy, right? Like, I was watching one of Nat's porns one day,
Hilarious.
and I recognized him, and I was like, that's the dude who violated me back in the day.
Are you fucking serious? You playing with me, nigga?
I'm serious, bruh.
Where you
You
from,
from
my
the
nigga?
Belt, right?
What?
You from Roosevelt, right?
Yeah, I'm from Roosevelt, fam.
All right, yeah, that was you. I was watching you, going ham, and I said, wait, that's the dude right there.
Where you from, though, nigga? And first
I'm
of
just
all, is the
trolling. I'm
beef
just trolling
over?
you, bro.
Nigga,
I'm
is
from
it
Virginia.
over?
I'm just
Like,
messing with you.
did we squash it? Is it over?
He said he was just fucking with you.
What's good with y'all, man? Just showing y'all love, man.
Oh, man.
I enjoy the podcast. I just wanted to call in and say what's up.
Yeah, he hit the town right off the rip. You from Roosevelt, right, nigga? I told No, I said that earlier. Nah, you got me,
Well,
nigga.
man.
I was like, yeah, hold
Well,
on,
man.
niggas. The beef over, nigga, what? Are we still feeling some kind of way?
Yo, I have a quick question. Whatever happened with Justin Slayer? You still keep in touch with him, or y'all not cool no more or something?
No, I actually don't. I'm not saying we not cool no more. We just went our separate ways, and I mean, on my behalf, it's strange to me that we are not at least in some type of touch. But I mean, you understand your true alliance when it's no more an alliance, I guess. You know what I'm saying? And you understand what it really, you know what I'm saying? But all the best for him. He the nigga that put me on. If it wasn't for him, there probably wouldn't be no Nat Turner. And I could truly say that, but I don't know where he at. I mean, if like life or death, maybe I could hunt him down. Like, you know what I mean? Life or death, maybe I could try to figure it out. But I mean, nah. What was that? A strain? What was what they said? A strain shit. Niggas got a strain relationship. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know where he at, what he doing. But love is love, though.
All
Shout
right,
out
man.
to
Y'all be
Justice
easy,
Slayer.
man. I just want to call and show some love, man. Y'all have a good evening.
All right,
Nah,
man.
I appreciate it, my dude. I appreciate
you,
it.
man. Shout out to the fans, man. Shout out to the fans. Yeah, so you always thought you had some old beef pop
Well,
up.
I
man.
was like, yo, and it didn't surprise me. I was just surprised the nigga was keeping it real, saying that's what it. Yeah, you did violate me back in the day. I'm like, shit, because I know I have. You know what I'm saying? I know I have.
You know, I was at the gas station and I seen some shit out the corner of my eye and I thought it was somebody from like back in my days and shit. But I always think about that. Like, what would I do if I ran into one of these niggas and they not over that shit? But I'm like, I'm so far removed from like especially if you black. Like I'd probably just hug you. Nigga.
I'm
like,
in my
yo, we good
I'm
people.
in my forgiving mode for the last some odd 10, 15, 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, nigga. I didn't link with niggas that shot at me.
Right.
Like literally shot right at me, and I know for a fact, like, yo, you niggas shot like. And then I eventually mad years later, like, yo, I run into the nigga like, you know what I mean? He was reaching out to me at first, like, yo, I'm like, yeah, it's all love, nigga. I'm not tripping, because he actually left town because of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's all good, man. We talking mad years later.
Let us
and
find out
then,
Keith used to be Debo back in the day, man. What you doing, man?
Nah,
You got
like
that
not
Debo
even necessarily Debo,
You had
but
your bike,
I was in the
nigga.
mix. I was a nigga. Like I said, you don't give a nigga all that time for selling cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I wasn't Willy Wonka selling candy, nigga. Like or some Mr. Rogers. What's your day like?
Did you see? Before we get out of here, just speaking of crazy gun news, we talked about a little bit. Did you see the young lady I think she was in Texas, was peeing in the parking lot, and somebody drove by, and
Oh, and then she started
and
shooting
she just
at him.
started
That's
bucking
the
at
most
him. I
ignorant
was like,
shit
what
ever.
the
That
fuck?
bitch need to go to jail. You
That scared me
stupid
that there's
bitch.
even people like that in the
You
world. You know,
stupid
like that
bitch.
was
That
crazy.
stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Whoever you is, bitch, you's a stupid ass. You dumb ass.
Yeah, that was
bitch.
crazy. So that's what we don't want to see.
And she
y'all.
couldn't even shoot. She was just like,
Yeah, had it.
oh, like
Arm all
bitch, like,
loose.
cause you thought somebody said something about watching you piss. Why are you pissing at the fucking liquor store? And it's that deep to be. You need to go to jail for that shit. And that's one of my things too. Like honestly, if you gonna do something, bro. Don't do no petty shit. I try to instill that shit on my son. Like, if you gonna do something, do something. Don't ever. If I ever hear about anything about you doing something petty, bro, like you whack for that. Like petty shit. Like
Yeah.
that good. You might as well ran in a bank and start shooting some niggas and got all the money.
Right.
What the fuck is you?
It's-
Like, you
it's
know
so
what I
funny
mean?
you
If
said
that's the
that.
case,
My-
if you want to shoot, go shoot for some bread.
My uncle
Like,
used to tell me that shit all the time. Like he would break down
what
how
are you
much time
doing?
you would do for like dumb shit. You know, he would tell me like, look,
Dumb
if you gonna
shit.
risk it, risk it. But
If
don't
you gonna
risk it on a
go, nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people might not agree with that. Like, they might expect us to say, "Don't go, don't do nothing." But nah, we gotta keep it real, my nigga. Go if you gonna go, go. Like, don't bullshit. Just go. Like, if you gonna do something, do it. Like, don't. And then plus all that petty shit accumulates.
Right.
Then you a bad guy.
Facts.
You did a bunch
With-
of petty
with proof.
shit. Your
With
record
proof.
all fucked up. Oh, you're a bad guy. You look at the record, it's a bunch of petty dumbass shit. You're a bad guy. You're fucked now. I'd rather do that one big bang, 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 bang. I get away with it, cool. If not, then
First
I'm a bad
offense,
guy for that.
Right.
I took a risk for some shit that's official, not for some candy or some dumb shit or a couple PlayStations or some whatever these. I don't know. Or how these niggas running up on niggas. It's 6 of y'all, 5 of y'all. Okay, how much jewelry you think a nigga got
Right.
have on? Like now you got split it up with 4 other motherfuckers.
That part.
What you gonna? How many times you gotta do this shit all night? You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Even if you hit a lick with the nigga with the, I don't know, $25,000 watch, $30,000. What you think you gonna get when you try to sell
Right,
it back?
right.
Not that.
You only get
And
3
then
to
you got
5,
split
nigga.
it with 5 other motherfuckers, and you risking a fucking
15, nigga.
15, 5 to 4,
15
like,
off
you know what I mean? Armed robbery?
Dog.
Armed robbery, my nigga. Yo.
Listen. Before we get out of here, I'm gonna tell y'all something, nigga. I sat in court while they read my nigga his shit, his time. You know, and we was doing the same shit. We was on the same time, and so I got to sit there and see what could have been my
Your
reality.
downfall.
You know
like,
what I'm
if I
saying?
was running
Like-
with this nigga, look, I'd have been
Like,
sitting
fuck.
here
And
doing
I was, nigga,
all that. And then what? He ain't even got money for a lawyer barely.
dog. It was
All that all that shit barely got enough for your lawyer. Like,
and
what
the
are
worst
we
shit
doing?
is, and this to y'all,
I'd rather sell crack
young
or
men out
coke
there,
or some dope or something. Like, what are you doing?
even if you don't give a fuck, I would say look out for your moms, yo, because I think seeing my aunt, his mother, go through what she went through was way worse. Like I know my nigga, he was cool. Like he a tough nigga, so he alright. But
No,
to see, like,
you
the-
right. I
the-
did put my mother
right,
through
like
it too.
that's the part that I was like his mom, like I don't want to put his business out there, but
Nah, I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
it's
lie.
a- yeah.
That hurt my feelings. What I seen my mother go through is what really, And shout out to my moms. I told her I was going through some shit. She was like, "Yo, I'm gonna pull up on you." I was like, "What? What do you mean?" She's like, "I'm gonna come to Cali." So my mom's is
That's
coming
dope.
to Cali in like 10 days. And she's like, "I'm coming to Cali." I'm like, "All right, mom, let's do it." You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm gonna do with her, but Mom Duke is coming to town, and yeah.
That's a blessing, man. Shout out to
No, that's
Mom
a
Dukes.
beautiful thing. She gonna fly out here and check me.
Shout out to Mom Dukes. All right,
But
let's.
yo, don't ask podcast. It's popping.
Oh,
Every
tonight
Tuesday. Don't get it fucked up.
and tonight, man. If y'all in LA, pull up at the where is it at the what theater is
At
it?
the Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes
At the
Theater.
Howard Hughes Theater. Come check the motherfucking comedy show. And you'll never know what kind of guests I had next week. You know what I'm saying? We on some we about to get it popping. But
Let's
numbers is going up. I appreciate y'all. Love is love. And let's just keep it going. We're gonna grind this shit out. You know what I'm saying? And now Turner in the building. Don't ask podcast.